What's up, guys? This is Mr. Eldridge. Today we're going to look at post-Civil War Native American conflicts. So after the Civil War, westward expansion intensified as settlers, railroads, and the U.S. government pushed into Native American territories. This expansion led to increased conflict between Native tribes and the U.S. Army, especially across the Great Plains. The government pursued policies aimed at forcing Native people onto reservations, often through coercion or violence. As settlers encroached on tribal lands and resources, Native resistance grew, leading to a series of violent clashes known collectively as the Indian Wars. One of the most famous conflicts of this period was the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876. Often referred to as Custer's Last Stand, the battle took place in present-day Montana, where an alliance of Lakota Sioux, Northern Cheyenne, Arapaho warriors led by leaders like Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse defeated the 7th Cavalry Regiment under George Armstrong Custer. The Native victory was a major shock to the U.S. public and to the government as well, but it ultimately led to harsher military retaliation and greater efforts to suppress Native resistance across the plains. Another critical factor in the suppression of Native life and culture was the mass destruction of the buffalo, a central resource for plains tribes. White settlers and commercial hunters often supported the United States policy in regards to slaughtering millions of buffalo throughout the late 19th century. This was not only economically motivated, but also a deliberate strategy to starve and weaken Native American populations, whose way of life depended on the buffalo for food, for shelter, for tools, and for spiritual practices. By the 1880s, buffalo herds had been decimated, contributing to the collapse of tribal independence. These conflicts culminated in the forced removal of Native peoples to reservations and the erosion of their traditional ways of life. The United States government followed military conquest with policies of assimilation, including boarding schools, bans on Native languages and ceremonies, and the Dawes Act of 1887, which aimed to break up tribal landholdings. Although Native resistance continued in various forms, the post-Civil War period marked a tragic and transformative era in Native American history, one defined by loss, resilience, and the enduring struggle for sovereignty and cultural survival. Hey, thank you so much for paying attention to this video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do so now. Thank you so much, and have a great day.